Ladies and gentlemen, Saunch here. Welcome back to another installment here on the Bodybuilding News Network. We're doing another comparison episode of the Better or Worse is going to be the series. We did Nick Walker yesterday, and there was a phenomenal outreach and response from you, the community, the fans. So I wanted to bring you another top 6 Olympian, sharing lots of physique updates. Before we get into the photos as they run through here, Hunter Labrada, one of the best posers, guest posers in the current circuit, especially for men's open bodybuilding, something that, especially during the pandemic, the last couple of years, guest posing really hasn't been a sweet spot for the IFBB, for especially men's open bodybuilding. And I think that when we look at Hunter Labrada, he's been really a beacon in the dark when we look at guest posing. Also, I want to give him some love on his online presence, his presence on Instagram, and his physique updates and his full transparency on everything related to his career, his love life, his posing, his training, his sponsorships, business. He is just such a phenomenal representation of bodybuilding, and I'm very happy to see him do so well. I know a lot of you think I'm a Hunter Labrada hater. Hunter Labrada hater. There we go. But I'm not. I genuinely love the guy. I think he has a very bright future ahead of him. But I do always want to voice my opinions and my concerns and share it with you, the audience and the fans here on BNN. Now, going through this ab and one thigh shot, I like what he's doing here. You're going to notice at the end of the video, he does his traditional shot where it's the crunched ab with the hands on hip. I don't like that. I think the obliques kind of spill over a little too much. And I like the improvements, the changes that he's done in this specific shot. From the back, Ben Chow's doing a great job coaching him and prepping him through all this, really setting Ben apart from the rest of the coaches, within the open league. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of good ones, but Ben really getting a spotlight on him with the opportunity of working with, a future Mr. Olympia, potentially Hunter Labrada. From the back double, I thought it was very comparable. If anything, I thought the legs looked a tad bit downsized, but before you slaughter me in the comment sections below, this is going to change once he gets leaner. When you get leaner, it shows the detail. And if you've ever done contest prep, if you've ever been on stage, surprisingly, you'll be down 30, 40, 50 pounds sometimes. If you did a dirty bulk like me, you're going to look actually twice as big when you're that many pounds down, 30, 40 pounds down. You'll look almost twice the size just because of the bubbliness in the detail, in the definition within the different muscle groups. So keep that in mind as he is 9 weeks out, coming into 8 weeks out actually from this year's Olympia. From the back shot, I think it's a phenomenal improvement he's done with the presentation. You'll almost notice it looks like a turtle shell now because he's allowing himself to really pull the lat spread up higher, and then also focusing more on shrugging the traps, keeping them up instead of pressing them down and then spreading. So I think that that's a phenomenal step for him. Him and Ben somehow were able to figure that out in this off season. I think that's going to really help him, especially when you start thinking of the people he's going to stand up against for those back shots. Big Ramy's going to be really big. Bonac could potentially be back in that top 4, top 5. Bonac has a phenomenal back. You got Brandon Curry. His back is probably his best feature, so he's gonna be battling it against some big boys when it comes to back shots. So love seeing that improvement there. When we look at the side leg shot, I know it's his signature shot, having the classic split stance for the legs, but I really wish he'd do something a little bit closer to Ian's on how Ian does his side shots. It really emphasizes the thickness of the legs, and it pretty much from these side shots that Hunter has right now, the hamstring is almost non-existent. So I wish he would do a traditional shot. I think it'd really help him with the thickness of the leg, and it also would hide a little bit of the oblique spillover. It's not very noticeable in this shot, but his obliques are very prominent and defined, which does pull away from his classic illusion, that very, very nice X taper that Hunter Labrada does have. But like I said, this is his signature shot. So I don't know. IDK, guys. Salam alaikum. Peace be to him. Let him just do his own thing. But that's pretty much it. When we look at these most muscular shots, again, I feel like the oblique is spilling over a little bit when he does the one hands on hip with the most muscular. I much rather prefer the most muscular where he has his hands clasped or his hands together, or even a variation into a crab, I think would also benefit Hunter very well coming into this Olympia. So, of course, please let me know your thoughts on all these comparisons. Please let me know who you want to see next. You want to see Rami? Do you want to see Bonac? Who do you want to see? Who do you think is going to be in the top 6 as well? Look forward to another episode of Bodybuilding Today. We have so many stories. So I have, I think, almost 15 people here lined up that I want to do on these little news videos that everyone seems to be enjoying. So stay tuned for that. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed this content so you can see more content like this. Look forward to Thursday morning. We'll have a long format podcast, so stay tuned for that premiere. It will be coming out 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But I'm Saunch, your host here on the Bodybuilding News Network. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.